Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. These are some practice questions, questions that you might see on the ACT. This will be our first practice, first attempt. Here's one. A rectangle with a perimeter of 18 centimeters is twice as long as it is wide. What is the area of the rectangle in square centimeters? So you might want to pause this and try it on your own. Okay, so if you haven't been able to do it on your own, or maybe you found a way, here's the way I did it. So I know if I call that the width, the length is twice as long. So instead of calling it L for length, let's call it 2W. Now, perimeter we know the length of. So as we go around this, we have 1W, and 2 more would be 3, and 1 more would be 4, and 2 more would be 6. So we know that the perimeter is 6W, and they tell us that is 18 square centimeters, or centimeters. Well, if 6W is 18, then W is 3. Okay, so if W is 3, then 2W is 6. So a rectangle that has a width of 6 and a length, or a width of 3 and a length of 6, also has an area of 18 as well. And that's what they were asking for, was the area. So 18 square centimeters. That's just coincidence that the perimeter and the area are the same. That's just a weird case. Let's say a circle has a circumference of 36 pi feet. What is the radius of the circle? Well, we know that the circumference is equal to 2 times the radius times pi, or maybe another way that is often written is pi times the diameter. But the diameter is 2 times the radius. So either one of those would be fine. We're looking for the radius, so maybe we'll leave it like I had it initially. So if we know that 2r times pi is equal to 36 pi, and we want to solve for r, we would use our algebra skills. Divide each side by pi, so 2r equals 36, r equals 18. So the radius of the circle is 18 feet. What are the x-intercepts of the graph of y equals x squared minus 3x minus 28? Here, I'll make that a little bigger. Well, x-intercepts, when you cross the x-axis, the value of y is 0. So we're looking for the case where that equals 0. And so all we need to do is find factors of negative 28 that have a sum of negative 3. Now let's see, factors of 28 are 7 and 4. Yeah, if I subtract 7 minus 4 is positive 3. So I need to do that in a different order. I need to do a 4 minus 7. That will get me a negative 3. So I need my 4 to be positive and my 7 negative. So I know that the factors, I can factor that thing into x minus 7 times x plus 4. So if I multiply those two factors, they will equal the expression above it. But those two factors multiplied together also equal 0. And for any two numbers multiplied by each other to equal 0, one of them must be 0. Well, if it's this one right here, then x minus 7 must have been equal to 0. And if that's the case, let's solve. We add 7 to each side. So x equals 7. If it was this one, x plus 4, then x plus 4 equals 0. Solving, x would be equal to negative 4. So the x-intercepts of the graph, so there's two places where this crosses the x-axis, when x equals 7 and x equals negative 4. So if a screw is 3 inches long and has a lead of 1/6 of an inch, how many times will the screw have to turn to go all the way into a board? Well, a lead of 1/6 of an inch means that if I turn it once all the way around, that it goes forward 1/6 of an inch. Well, so that means I would have to turn it 6 times to go an inch. But I'm going 3 inches, so every inch is 6 turns, and I'm going 3 inches. 6 times 3 is 18. So 18 turns, and that screw will go all the way in the board. So that's just our first practice of ACT questions. Go ahead and do the pair or the teamwork activity before you go to the computer on the quiz.